Hi guys, it's Liam Barry here. Welcome to Alcan ADV. Behind me you see a little part of the reason why I'm not riding right now. We've still got a good few solid months of winter before we can think of doing that. I just spent all day yesterday plowing, and of course now the snow's all hard as a rock, so I'm glad I got that done. Anyway, roll the intro. So in this video we're going to mix it up a little bit from the previous ones. We're going to talk about why I ride and why I'm taking a crazy motorcycle trip around the US with almost no experience. So how I got into riding would have to be split into two categories. One, how I got into riding motorcycles, but the other one is the trip, because that was actually pretty integral to my getting into motorcycle riding. So let's start with the motorcycles. I may be kind of an anomaly in the adventure motorcycle world because I didn't get into bikes because I had a friend that rode, or I saw the Long Way Around, Long Way Down series. Actually, I've never seen that series. Maybe I should. I probably should. I probably will. But I honestly just always wanted to. I wanted to since I was a little kid, actually, and biggest reason why I didn't was because my mother would have killed me if I got on a motorcycle when I was a kid. She had, bad experiences with motorcycles when she was growing up and, younger, so there was no way I was going to ride one. Just for the record, too, she has since reconciled herself to the fact that I'm going to ride a motorcycle, and while she may not be thrilled about it, I think she can see that I'm going about it in a sane, level-headed, respectful manner, and she appreciates that. I'm not going against her wishes or her will. Not that it necessarily would stop me, but it would sure slow me down a bit. Anyway, that's important to me, so that's important. Say what you might, but that's important. So, the other reason was the trip, actually. I had been contemplating a trip like this in a car for quite a while. I had a lot of people just scattered out across the lower 48 that I wanted to see before I really settled down. When I get back from the trip, I'm going to be pursuing a career in aviation here in Alaska. So I'm going to be settled for a while, and I won't have a lot of time to run around and roam and be all free and everything. And so I wanted to just take the time right now, and before I'm really tied down, which I want to be, but just not right now. Cost was a prohibitive factor in a car doing this trip, and so the two ideas kind of morphed into, well, why don't I just take a motorcycle? So after that, I had already been all over YouTube. I just kept scouring YouTube and finding any instructional videos that I can. That's one more thing about Alaska. We don't have a lot of motorcycle training courses, so I would love to get down to one of those or a couple, but there's just no way, and so YouTube is my thing. So I just stayed all over YouTube, and there's a couple of really good channels. MC Rider, if you haven't checked him out, I would highly recommend it. He knows most of what there is to know about motorcycles, I'm pretty sure, and he's given me some excellent advice through his channel. Another one is Moto Jitsu. He's down in Southern California somewhere, and he's also got an excellent motorcycle skills channel. So last spring I went out and bought myself a dirt bike, something old and cheap, and I wasn't afraid to tip over, and of course I did plenty of that, and kind of taught myself the basics of how to ride the motorcycle part of it, and saved up all summer, or most of it, and when a good used KLR came up on Craigslist, I snatched it up. So that's about where we are right now. I've been kind of modding it up and getting it right where I want it, and I had a few months of riding it before winter set in too, so that was good. Anyway, so that brings us about up to date, and the last thing I want to cover is why I ride. And yes, I ride because I want to. I ride because I probably couldn't take this trip if I didn't. But there's other reasons, and if you ride, you probably know. There's the freedom. There's the wind in your face, even if you've got a full face helmet on. So before I go, I've got one question for you guys. What makes you ride? I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. Hope you like this video, and until next week, guys, ride safe. See ya. I'd love to hear from you in the comments.